out there in the electronic ether. This is ReverendZ, and boy, a cat's got something stuck in her fur. As I sit here, we still basically have, I have 5 followers. I have received very few messages from anyone, but I do have one person that is sending me private messages via the email, and they said that they enjoyed the pictures of my cat and had some questions about the cat and so on and so forth. And this is Mariska here. She's a cat. She's my cat. She's my favorite cat. And she's a good little kitty cat. But as a different thing on this Wednesday randomness, I would like to make Mariska a little cat toy. And the first half of this video, I somehow erased and destroyed, and so that's why you'll notice it doesn't entirely match up. But basically what you're going to need to make this cat toy is you're going to need a bunch of cardboard. Corrugated cardboard works best. A box cutter, and some glue, some white glue or a hot glue gun. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a little toy for Mariska to scratch up. Now we're going to make a cube. You can decide what size you want your cube to be. Say 4 inches, 5 inches. I decided to go with 7 inches because I've done this before, and Mariska, she goes through these pretty fast. And so that's why we have made Mariska a Borg, her own little Borg cube. And the Borg cube, if you're not a Star Trek fan, this is from back before Star Trek was destroyed by CBS and all the Klingons were made horrible and so on and so forth. But I digress. But what you want to do is you're going to cut, a couple dozen rectangles in the size that you need. You're also going to cut some strips that will only be 1 inch or so wide, and in the case of mine, 7 inches long. If yours is 5, then 5 inches long and 1 inch wide, because you're going to take this and you're going to make a hollowed out bit in the middle. Well, that's about where we came to and where we had lost on the first video. And you'll see at the end, because I did manage to get some video of her playing with this, resistance is futile. Say hello to the people out there. And she really does like this. Well, here comes the phone call that I answered on my phone and somehow erased the video. So thank you for tuning in. All right, folks, sorry about the interruption there. Someone called me, and I'm taping this on my phone, so that's an issue. Anyway, back to the project. You'll hear Mariska meowing gently in the background because she knows what we're talking about her. I'm only halfway joking about that. I think my cat understands when we're talking about her. Anyway, so I have already, just so this video isn't half an hour long, glued a whole bunch of this stuff together. And at the top here, I've made a little bitty basket. And I wish I had another camera because I could show you Mariska sitting here watching this. And it's kind of entertaining. So what we do is we have our basket here. And you want to cut all of these things with, you got 2 choices. You have your basic box cutter here, which works very well. The other possibility is a circular saw. And for some reason, Mariska is entertained by the noise the circular saw makes, which is one of the reasons why I did it. But she is fascinated with this. I don't know why. Every other cat on the face of the planet runs like hey. Okay. But anyway, we've got this guy made right here. And what we're going to do is you can do all sorts of different things in here. You can put a jingle bell in here. I'm going to take some of these. I have a couple of pieces of metal hanger here from something else, and I am going to just throw them in there. And then using my hot glue gun, you can use white glue if you don't want to use a hot glue gun. I'm using a hot glue gun just so that I can be done with this project in one day. And I'm going to put that pre-made section on top right there. And I need just a little bit more, so I'm going to put one more piece of cardboard on top of mine. And then, after you have put each individual layer, just give it a quick squeeze. This glue takes very little time to dry. And then when you're done, essentially you have a completed cat toy. Now, like I said, my cat's pretty destructive. I have made these which are a little bit smaller, and but this one I'm trying with a big 7-inch one to see if this one will last a little bit longer. One thing that I will also recommend is taking a little bit of sandpaper and just kind of sanding all of the sides of the cube here. That way you don't have any sharp bits of cardboard that your cat could cut their little paws on. And I'm using, I don't know, this is a 150 grit. All you're doing here is just knocking off the sharp little bits, because you don't want to give your kitty cat a paper cut. And if you do, you're a bad person. Well, I thank you for tuning in for this episode of Wednesday Randomness, and I will edit this out and hopefully have it out by Wednesday. I might even get some pictures of the cat playing with it, which if I do, that will be immediately after this. Also, one other little thing that you can do is you'll notice with your cube right here, you have all of the little nooks and crannies of the cardboard. And one of the ways you make your cat really like this thing is you sprinkle a little bit of catnip on it, and you smack your cube a little bit, and it gets the catnip in there. And yes, I am advocating giving your cat drugs. It's fine, your cat will like it. Don't give your children drugs, but your cats, yeah, you can make them high little space cadets. And your cat can have hours of fun playing with their own little Borg cube. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully there is some cat playing video following this.